One of the many perks of playing college ball is the opportunity to travel and see the country. The Bulls' recent trip to Louisiana was a first for some of the student athletes, but for running backs coach Sean King, New Orleans is a home away from home. A Bay Area native, Coach King played 6 seasons in the NFL at quarterback. He played 5 seasons with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and was part of the team that won Super Bowl 37. He is credited as one of the first true dual threats at his position.
I tell Quentin all the time, I was a much better quarterback than he is. I'm joking. No, I'm serious, really I am.
And his storied career began with the Green Wave.
Well, I played quarterback, growing up. I've always played football. It's always been something that I was really good at. I was actually passionate about basketball. I even tried to Michael Jordan hang from the monkey bar to see if I can get taller. But I stopped growing, so football was what I ended up gravitating to, and it looks like it was the right decision.
During King's tenure at Tulane, he became the first quarterback in the NCAA to pass for 3,000 yards and run for over 500 in a single season.
And our first look at the King, Sean King.
In 1998, he set the record for passing efficiency on his way to being named the Conference USA Offensive Player of the Year. Now at USF, Coach King was instrumental in Quentin Flowers' defining 2016 season.
I was proud of the work. I was able to do with Quentin Flowers. Quentin Flowers, what can you say? I just love it when great things happen to great people. But I've seen him grind when he had none of the expectations, when really people didn't even think he would be the starting quarterback. Now I haven't seen him lose his hunger. He's worked just as hard. He's just as focused on going out and meeting the expectations that are currently in place. So I'm excited for him.
This year, he's picking up the pace of a ground game led by seniors Dearness Johnson and Darius Tice.
So I have a great group of running backs, and I'm excited for what we're going to be able to accomplish this season on the field. I talk team to our players all of the time, so I try and practice what I preach. So there's an opportunity for me to be a part of this team, even though it was at another position, and I wanted to be a part of what USF was building here in Tampa. Growing up, being from St. Petersburg, this has always been a program that I've rooted for. This is home for me. As a professional athlete, we all aspire to be champions. But not only was I able to be a part of a championship team, it was here in Tampa. And I saw the city rally around that Buccaneer team. I saw the pride in the faces of people that I had known my entire life. And if you're an aspiring athlete and you have the opportunity to come here and play football, that memory alone is enough, in my opinion, for you to want to come here and be a part of something special.
Who do you aspire to be? Where do you want to go? How do you get there? At the University of South Florida, we do it as a stampede.
And now he finds the open field.
Incoming 18-year-olds forging their path together, becoming men, not overnight, but over time.
Touchdown Bulls!
Under the national spotlight. A bond that resonates from teammates to the student body, to the alums, and throughout the Bay. The Bulls are not a one-time flash. We are here to stay. Because the word is out, your dreams can come true when you are Bull strong. Bull Strong Inside USF Football is presented by USF Health, by Tampa General Hospital, by the Florida Lottery, by AT&T, your world delivered, and by Hooters, get your game on, the original wing joint since 1983. Miami, Florida. It's not just football down here, it's a way of life. Dietrich Nichols saw an opportunity to continue to play the sport he loved after high school. He had offers from the likes of LSU, Auburn, and Georgia, but Dietrich chose to create his own legacy, to make a name for himself and stay close to home and play for the Bulls.
Florida defense has come to play, though. And the Owls from the end zone. Dangerous play, incomplete. Wow. Hicks, tip ball picked off. The second pick of the game for Dietrich Nichols. He gets leveled out of bounds, his team-leading 4th interception of the year.
The pass now rolling out. Ferguson throws long, and it's picked off by the Bulls. Dietrich Nichols at about the 18-yard line. D, have a good one, D. Throw a little slant pattern. It's picked off by the Bulls. Handoff, fakes the short pass, throws the long pass, and it's picked off. Dietrich Nichols stayed in bounds and got the takeaway.
Average kid, just played. He played a lot.
He was a handful at times. He had his moments, but he was a normal kid. From day one, his passion was football. When he touched the field, it was like, this is what I want to do.
It was a wonderful feeling. A great feeling for since he been a kid playing and growing up. You know, it kind of basically paid off from his past.
It was a humbling experience for me too. I mean, for a child to grow up in an area where it's always you're not gonna make it, you're not gonna make it, you're not gonna make it, and to succeed in life, to go from one step to the next step to the next step, and to still be humble about it, because most kids, the ego explodes. So for him to stay humble and remain humble I can't be happier.
Growing up together, they played Little League together, you know, so they're close.
And I think they feed off each other because they can experience where they're coming from and they can keep each other motivated to not want to go back, to keep moving forward.
Right here, y'all know, childhood friend, D3 right here.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, but this the guy, we grew up together, played football together. Even right now, we always told each other that, later on down the line, we'll play together. And that's what we're doing now, so.
He said, man, childhood friends, we always had a dream to be somebody and play with each other, and that's all we did. Me and Quentin found friendship, brotherhood, everything. But this field made us. This the field that we grew up playing on.
It be times where, I'm down and he's one of the guys I go to on the team. I could tell him anything, we grew up together. He know me like anybody else, like one of my family members, just like one of my brothers. We just wanted to be different. We didn't want to be another guy. We just wanted to, start our own legacy. At the next level, we'll go play together, and we made that decision, and now we're here.
Florida is football. You know what I mean? I think you can, like I said, I think right now it's raining, but in some neighborhood around here, some group of kids around here playing football in the rain. Dietrich, that dude, that was just, it was meant for him. It was just meant for him. He had a big family, but he was that chosen one.
We have a dog high school. Vibing, man.
Live, man, yeah. Behind the scenes, man. Documentary.
We at Miami Central High School, where I played all my 4 years at. Went to four state championships here, won 3. And this field made the men's from the boys. Just playing tough football, just grinding it out every day, day by day. Yeah, I got that. I think that wouldn't be live. We can go in the locker room real quick. There it is right here, my locker, 2-1. That's when I had 21. Had the X right here. Lil Dietrich 6, man. I made it happen, man. What it say? Dietrich, AKA Pick 6, man. That made me feel good right there, knowing I got people looking up to me that was right behind me. Just knowing that it's bigger than me. And just being here made me feel good. Just knowing came the long way and still got more to accomplish. But this school made me who I am right now, and don't take nothing for granted. For the kids who looking up to me, just always know that it's possible. Anything is possible. Just put your best foot forward and never look back.
So I sat him down and explained to him, you can't go to the college that has a name. You have to go to the college and make a name for yourself. So by us choosing USF, it worked out for him.
It's on defense. They're smelling blood in the water. That looked like a hold from the end zone. It's intercepted. Nichols has another one.
He made a name for himself, and he helped USF out.
And now that ball is fumbled after the completion, so they finally had a good play. South Florida's going to get the ball.
Nichols will continue to build his legacy and strive for greatness as the Bulls continue to push for an AAC title. The Big Easy, New Orleans. The South Florida Bulls have made it look easy in 2017, rising to number 13 in the coaches' poll while winning their first 6 games. But their success has been made possible because of sharp focus and the refusal to take nothing for granted. Few teams in the country can run the ball better. While defensively, the Bulls look to shut down the option offense of an improved Tulane team that had not lost a home game yet this season.
I don't care about respect. They don't gotta respect us. Respect is earned, not given, gentlemen. This is the time. I'm tired of everybody talking about everybody else. I always tell y'all, week in and week out, why not us?
That'd be great, man. Why not us, man? Why not us?
Why not now, gentlemen? It's our time. It's our time. Hey, it's war time.
Let's take it outside.
It's war time.
Let's take it outside.
It's war time.
Let's take it outside.
War time on 3. 1, 2, 3.
War time.
The Bulls had never started a season 7-0 and were trying to extend their overall winning streak to 12 games.
Welcome to New Orleans. It's been exactly 1 year to the day since South Florida lost a football game. It's just been a great start to the tenure of Charlie Strong.
Strong and his staff have coached the Bulls to one of only 8 unbeaten records in FBS football, and they've done it with balance, with a top 20 defense and offense. The offense led by quarterback Quentin Flowers, who's 25-4 as a starter since his sophomore year.
Quentin Flowers fakes the handoff, dancing around in the backfield. So elusive, making the Tulane defense look silly. Takes it in.
Flowers has the highest winning percentage of any quarterback in school history.
And that's more of a credit to Flowers and less of an insult to Tulane.
The pressure to try to keep up with the Bulls' explosive offense plays right into the hands of their D.
A couple of one-time downs at the end. Hilliard can't step out of a snare at the 41. Mike Love, the USF defensive end, one of Charlie Strong's favorite players. Backs it to the outside. The quarterback out there throwing a block. He gets to the end zone, but there's a penalty marker down behind the play.
Brian John Marie's defense is a seasoned and savvy group and had gone 6 straight quarters without allowing a touchdown.
Spun around and sacked as Banks. Jawan Brown, 7-0 South Florida.
And they continued to protect the shutout.
Dontrell Hilliard hit as he tried to make the catch. He was blown up by Greg Reeves. On 2nd and 10, wanting to throw. Banks taking a shot deep, and it's too deep. Intercepted. Devin Abraham picks it off inside the 5. His 4th interception of the year.
No surprise there as the ball-hawking Bulls continue to lead the country in picks. Their defense is an experienced bunch with 7 seniors among the 9 returning starters from last year's team. And they weren't giving the Green Waves option offense many options, even when they went for it on 4th down.
And Augie Sanchez made the tackle, and so it'll be 1st down for USF.
And Tulane would pay dearly for turning it over on downs near midfield.
And now Darius Tice is going to rip off a long run for a touchdown. 45 yards to the house. Darius Tice comes to the rescue.
Just when you think you could take a deep breath, there goes Tice right up the middle.
Darius Tice, a big part of the reason the Bulls would run for 378 yards against Tulane, but the Green Wave would counterpunch. Unbeaten at home, they were not going to go to halftime quietly.
To pterodactyl, and he breaks free. Gone, touchdown.
Late in the half, with little time, the Bulls regained the momentum and the 2-touchdown lead.
For Flowers, wanted to throw at first, but steps up and picks up a first down, a gain of 11 right out to midfield. Flowers taking a shot toward the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown, Solomon. 38-yard touchdown pass from Quentin Flowers, and the Bulls just ahead of the half strike.
It took just 4 plays for South Florida to go 61 yards, a huge score in the final minute that showed resilience and poise and set the tone for the second half.
And this is going to be a big run for Darius Tice.
43 yards to be exact. Tice was on his way to a career-high 141 rushing yards, and the Bulls were on their way to another score.
Quentin Flowers has all day to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone, looking for Valdez-Scantling. What a catch! Marquez Valdez-Scantling went over the top of Donnie Lewis and hauls it in. And just like that, South Florida strikes here early in the third.
A dagger, a 4-play touchdown drive to end the first half, a 3-play touchdown drive to start the second half. And special teams chimed in as it was all clicking in place for South Florida now. There were plenty of reasons to smile, and the defense certainly was not going to be left out of the party.
Going back to pass and under pressure, and the Bulls are going to sack them. Reeves and Hector there, and they get Banks back near the 20-yard line. 4th and 1. Here comes Dearness, untouched into the end zone. The Bulls have set a record. That's their 24th consecutive game with 30 points or more.
The new modern football record would be needed as Tulane scored 3 consecutive touchdowns to make things interesting.
3rd down and 3. It really comes down to this play. They give to Tice. He gets the edge. He's got the first down and more. To the 20, to the 10. Hang on to the ball, Darius. He's down at the 9-yard line, and that'll wrap it up. That's about 30 for Tice, and that should do it for the Bulls.
12 straight wins, the longest active streak in the nation.
USF will lead. USF will always be. Somebody got to here and now, and we win a victory. S-O-U-T-A, F-L-O-R-I-D-A, South Florida, South Florida.
Bulls Strong, Inside USF Football, is presented by USF Health, by Tampa General Hospital, by the Florida Lottery, by AT&T, your world delivered, and by Hooters. Get your game on, the original wing joint since 1983.
No, it's great we won the game. Didn't finish it the way we like to. When you get a score like that and you want your defense to go out, we gave up 14 points there in the fourth quarter. No, we can play much better. You got to make tackles when the ball is called. We just can't give up the throws that we gave up. But just offensively, over 300 yards rushing, right at 370 yards rushing. Tice had a big day. Our quarterback always have a big day. And our running back, if you look at what Dearness did. So you had over 300 yards rushing, and it was great to see Solomon go down and make the catch, and then you see Valdez go up and make the catch. But when we get in a position like this, it's all about us just putting a team away. But you're on the road, you know you're going to get their best, just don't give them a chance to come back.
Straight games.
And now Darius Tice is going to rip off a long run for a touchdown. 45 yards to the house.
The biggest picture for us is that we got the W. But tomorrow we're back to the boys, and we're going to correct what we messed up at. That's something because, you know, everybody's watching this film. Every team that we're going to play from this point on is watching. So one thing Coach BJ harps on is, we got to correct. We got to get our corrections for next game because the next team is going to use it.
In college football, you know, everything don't go your way. So at the end of the day, you got to just keep fighting and keep playing. You know, sometimes it's going to be rough games, but it shows a lot of character the way you finish. You know, finish the team off.
Well, you look at the first drive when they have him down there, and, you know, he fakes the guy, dead legs the guy to the outside, and comes back and scores a touchdown. Then a lot of good runs on third down, but Quentin was really key for us.
He do these things in practice. So once he got over there and was working on, like, what's next? Then once I seen him, woo, and then get out of there, I say Houdini. That's the first thing come to my mind. Yo, he's a magician with the ball in his hand.
You know, it was a read. Two guys just showed up, and in my mind, you know, I just told myself do what I do best and make this guy miss, and the hole opened up for me.
Around in the backfield, so elusive, making the Tulane defense look silly. Takes it in. And that's more of a credit to Flowers and less of an insult to Tulane. A lot of defenses are going to look bad against this guy.
We just know that everything we worked hard for is coming in fruition. And that's something we just pride ourselves on. It's just, we work so hard for this. We can't let it slip out the window. And that's just something we keep reminding ourselves. We want it all, and this year we got to go take it all, but we got to take it one day at a time, one play at a time, and one game at a time.
You know, that's what a lot of these guys on the team came to this school to do. You know, a lot of people doubted a lot of players on this team. You know, a lot of guys just always tell each other every day, you know, why not us? Why not be great? And that's what these guys want to do. You know, we believe in each other, we play behind each other, and we have each other back. And that's what we did today. You know, I told them guys something I did wrong, and, you know, I will correct that. And, you know, they hold me accountable, and I hold them accountable.